Tonight we're going to take a look at a tank. It's going on sale here. I am terrible with this guy. I really struggle with the 201 A45. It's definitely not my favorite tank. It's a hard tank to play. It's got a decent turret up top, but the body is very soft and it's big, so it's an arty target. It's a good hull down tank though, but I struggle with it for sure. Look at the armor rating. So 152 on the front of the turret at tier 7. 76 on the body, 50, 38. I mean, really, it's 88 on the sides, 80 on the back. I am not a good enough player to make this tank work well. Guys that are used to that British pop up and shoot type play are just, you know, they're going to do better with this tank, but I just can't right now. So eventually, hopefully, I will get the hang of it. I don't know if Toolkit's the wisest selection, but I have that for my British tanks because you get tracked often in the Churchills, so that's the way I was going with it, but I don't know if it's the best choice now. So FV201 A45, 1500 hit points at tier 7. It's pretty much in line with the other tier 7 tanks. If we look at the IS-2, we have 1280. If we look at actually it's a little more. T29, 1250. Yeah, so, you know, honestly, it's a little bit better than some of the other ones. Those are the only two tier 7s I have to compare it to, unfortunately. I don't know offhand some of the other ones. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Top speed, 31 kilometers an hour, so it's not very fast, but it picks up pretty quickly, and that's because it has an 800 horsepower engine. It is 56 tons, though, so it's quite heavy. Traverse speed of 28 is not very good. The turret traverse is 36. With the two combined, you can get the tank around if needed, but really, this is a support tank. It is definitely not meant to be out in the front, though. I usually end up getting out in front just because I'm a bad player. So, all right, let's take this thing for a run. Once again, this is not my favorite tank. It is not a highly recommended tank, and let's take a look and see what they're charging for it. Okay, it's not that bad. 29 bucks, 29, well, 30 bucks. For 1,300 gold and this tank. Honestly, for a tier 7 heavy tank, that's not that bad, really. It's probably a decent deal, though I would say if you're going to pick one that's coming out in the next couple days, wait for the IS-2. That's a much better tank, especially if you like that IS play style, and that's going to be out. Let's see, the IS-2 comes out. The IS-2 comes out the next day, and it's the same price. It has less gold, 1,000 gold, but what's 300 gold for a tank that's better? I would say get this over the A45. But if you really like the British heavy tank line, you might want to do this for training. I struggle with this. So let's go out there and struggle. I'm warning you now, it's going to be a frustrating experience. It does not get preferential matchmaking, though in this case we got kind of preferential matchmaking. The A43 wants to be top tier. That'll never happen. Rare, super rare. Tier 6s in general get skunked. A43. I'm going to push up here at the hill ridge and try to shoot from there. Got a couple tier 8s. This is kind of sweetheart matchmaking for our tier 8 tanks. I'll go over here. Ooh, I'm yawning. Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh my stars. It's stupid leopard. Why would you go all the way out? I mean, was it worth it? He will get a scout award, but really, is it worth it? John, don't be spilling them chips, boy. You promise you won't? You killing my battery on my iPad? You watching Octonauts for 7 hours straight? No, I can't really have the phone going on down here while I'm recording, Seth. So it's actually, I'm kind of happy. Happy that it's quiet. Oops, there's their VK. I'm going to back off. I'm sure I'm spotted at this point. Being heavy and all. T-37. Oh, scout tank. Okay. I'm not very good at... I'm just... Yeah, it's like one of these things. I don't even know where to be with this thing. All those guys are in the city. Can I get out here where I can hit them? Is anybody going along the back wall here? It doesn't look like... Where did all these guys go? You know they're out. These guys got to be out here, but... Yeah, I don't know.
Enemy is hit.
And now I'm spotted for sure. I hear bullets going off. Gotta be careful. Try to suck in here, which is almost impossible with this huge honking tank. Yeah, this tank is not good at trading shots for sure. Our middle is completely exposed, unfortunately, so I don't really have much recourse if somebody pushes up behind me. T-150 is trying to... see? Dang it. Oh, crap.
Ready to fire. That one didn't go through.
Oh, shoot.
We've lost a track. We're stuck here. We didn't even scratch them. Let's locate another target. Enemy armory spotted.
Dag nabbit. What are you going to do? That's what happens to me in this tank all the time. I hate this tank. I really do. I told you it was going to be painful. It's like, just, this thing is such a piece of crap. That's with the track repair. It's just, you can't beat anybody with this tank. Sorry. This thing sucks. And with no surprise, that comes back a defeat. Mr. Mean's going to join me here, hopefully helping me in my misery. I don't think I ever have won a game in this tank, except for by luck. It's just miserable. Interesting how these information screens are taking so long to load. So I did virtually nothing. Our team got completely wiped out, typical. And it's rare that I run across tanks that I absolutely don't like at all, and I guess you could even phrase it as hate. The Black Prince was one of them. This tank is right up there in those ranks. I just do not get this tank. I'm always in the wrong position. I'm always doing the wrong thing. It's a very difficult tank for me to play. I just don't excel with it. So, whatever. Or I get one-shotted by Artie.
I find the best time to play this is towards the evening when there's a lot more tier 7s running around and you're more likely to get a tier 7 battle than something like this.
Yeah, though this is mostly tier 8, but still, it's not fun for this tank. I think... Gosh, I don't even know where to go with this.
In this tank, on this, I probably just hang back a few seconds to see where everybody's going. And then
Yeah,
shoot
totally.
from there.
I usually like to try to shoot down this corridor, like literally shoot the gun down the corridor, in the middle there. See if I can catch anybody out, but...
Yeah, I tend to play this tank more like a slow medium than an actual heavy tank.
Right, exactly. It's a peekaboo tank. Twink. Probably expose
Unless the
him.
top tier is 7, then I play it more aggressively.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Yeah, what am I going to do against a T-50? Oh! Man, I'm already getting shot. Where did that one go through? Oh, yeah, right there on my hull. I thought I was hidden, but I guess not. See if I can draw this IS-3's fire so the T-30 can get a hit on him. Oh my gosh. There is something down there, so be careful, because I got hit by something.
It's a T10 and that new French tank.
Ah, the Revalorise. Uh-oh, T-54 is really pushing these T-49s hard. Are you able to cover them? My gosh, we're going to lose the middle, aren't we? Run! I'm going to come and join you if I can here. Whoa!
Enemy is hit.
Let me know if we're getting overrun on the back, because we got all these tanks coming through here.
We're about to.
We didn't even scratch them. We didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't penetrate their armor.
How you doing back there?
We damaged them.
The French tank is hitting me. I can't see him.
We didn't even scratch them.
I can't hurt this IS-3, man.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy is hit.
Let me know when
Scratch them.
you're a goner.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I gotta find somewhere other than the pike nose to hit it. Oh, crap! I'm too far out now. Okay. Oh, did you get clobbed? Oh no.
Yeah, that new French tank was sitting in the back somewhere. I couldn't see him.
T-54 is gonna push on me hard, probably.
He's going after the Artie.
Penetration. We've damaged them. We didn't penetrate their armor.
I don't know what to... Well, at least he left me alone.
You weren't worth his effort.
No, he just ran right by me. I can't even damage him. Oh no, T-37 found me. Oh no, no. Ah, I hate this tank. Every tank DPMs me to death. It's like, it's so useless.
Switch to HE.
Okay,
Even though it's
I've only
not
got 3
much better.
rounds. Where did that 110 go? Is he still out there? Well, at least we won. No thanks to us. Sympathy victory.
If there's one tank they need to buff, it's this one.
Yeah, it really needs some love. It needs something.
Permission to engage. Target
I
locked.
didn't even get to kill him. Dang it.
I mean, even if the gun fires every 3.5 seconds,
It doesn't do any damage.
the damage is mediocre. I mean, the T-37 does almost the same amount of damage.
Right? It's a tier 7 heavy for crying out loud. However, it's the same gun as the Black Prince, so they probably will never do anything about it. The Black Prince needs a buff too, though. He's just ignoring me. He doesn't even care.
We didn't penetrate their
Look at that. He doesn't care. Come
I like
on.
that drive-by shooting there.
We didn't even scratch them.
I can't do anything.
The rest of this day has been going.
I'll take any win in this tank. All right, let's see here. So 31,000 income, 3,000 experience. That's not bad. That was a triple for the day. I did okay on the scoreboard. I mean, I was about halfway up. So it's just, you know, I got to tell you this, though. I did bounce like 4 or 5 shots from those, from the IS-3 and the 110. They couldn't penetrate my turret. And that's really what people say the strength of this tank is really that that turret. In fact, let's take a look real quick here and see how much damage blocked by armor 710. I guess I didn't bounce that much. Huh, interesting. I felt like I bounced a whole bunch of shots, but I guess not. I got steel wall, or not steel wall, but steel, let's see. 1 non-penetration from a Hesh or HE shell. Oh, that's so funny. They fired HE at me. 2. Yeah, they were firing Hesh and HE at the same time. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. I read that wrong. No, just regular ammo. So 2 hits. The 110 and the IS-3 both bounced a shot. So let's go ahead and do another one. We'll do 2 more. All right, once again, we're pretty much bottom tier. What do you think? Should we go field? Nestle in the
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
back of
gonna
the
head
field
in
and
that
snipe?
direction.
Yeah.
But it's likely the KV4, KV5 might be going over there, considering
Well, true.
players.
Let's go.
Let's see. What is the T95 E2? Is that another gift tank? We need to stay in the city. These guys are being idiots. Dang it. What are we going to do? This sucks. I don't know. I don't even know where to go. I guess just stay in the back, huh? I guess if it helps
Worse
us
from worse, we'll get to try and get some side shots.
kind of let things pan out a little bit and see what happens.
A lot of prize tanks today.
Yeah, a lot of Type 59s, a lot of T-23 E2 or E3 or whatever. There's the KV-5. 12T. I don't know what their scout is doing. What was he thinking? I'm going to try to scoot across. I'll probably pay for it, but I'm scooting. Need to get in there and help these guys out. This tortoise and it's thinking rate of fire, 2 fires a second. I got tracked again. I mean, we're just about to get overrun here.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, they took the city pretty quick.
Great shot. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh, KV4 hits me once and does like half my health. Ah, even the 12T is damaging me.
Crack hit.
How can this guy hit me and I can't even see him?
Penetration. Enemy is hit.
I'm getting owned by a scout. Oh, crap. No! Ah, God dang it. I hate this tank, Mr. Mean. It's such a piece of crap.
Have you formed an opinion yet?
I've never had a good battle in this tank, ever, once. I've had wins and stuff, but it's not because of me, you know?
I hit the tortoise 3 times in the tracks and didn't track him once.
I know, I did. I hit him twice in the tracks. At least I did a little bit of damage to that scout that was owning me. Well, it is a high-tier battle, but still, like that. So then I got surrounded by an ISU 152 and blasted in the rear. Tried to get turned around fast enough, but I couldn't respond. It doesn't really matter anyway, because he's going to kill me. He did like 600 damage in one hit, of course. Yeah. These scouts need to get on cap. That's the only way we're going to win this at this point. Of course, they got the Tiger P watching the base. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Another loss.
Hey, he's not that good. But,
So as you can see here, Mr. Mean and I have had another... Well, we had a victory, too. Mr. Mean, you did good on that one. Wow. A good score. Too bad we lost. Yeah, for a Tier 7 tank to make 8,000 average... In fact, while Mr. Mean is looking for a better tank, he's going to see if he can grab his Tiger. We're going to take a look at the vehicle details so far. I mean, the statistics for this tank so far. Unfortunately, I have to find it, so I'll be back. All right, so after 23 battles, I have a 35% win rate, 602 experience per battle. That's not horrible for the tank that it is. 602 is not bad, actually. I'm surprised it's that high. I was thinking like 400. Average damage per battle, 897. That is just miserable. And so you can see part of the problem is me just not knowing what I'm doing with the tank. But part of the problem is this tank is horrible. The maximum killed in battle that I have is 2. I mean, it's like, it's just horrible. This tank is horrible. Okay, let's go ahead and run another one here, and we will be done for the night with this tank. Unfortunately, I wish I could recommend it, but like I said, this is one of those few tanks that I just do not get. Some people do. I know, like Belcora was saying, he loves his. I think one other viewer, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but it starts with a K. It's like K Lebler or something like that. He said he likes his. So some people are enjoying this tank and they get it, but oh, that'll work. Yeah, Mr. Mean's going to take a little more horsepower with us this time. Hopefully, we'll be able to haul down our way to victory. Here we go. Oh, good, another Tier 9 battle. Yeehaw! On the same map too. So yesterday, BC and I ran into, and well, you were with us too, weren't you, Mr. Mean?
Nope.
Oh no, okay. So we had 2 Cromwell battles in a row on what's the name of that? The one with the mountain pass or whatever it's called with the ice road.
I forget offhand.
This is the second time ever that I've gotten to the same map in a row twice in a row. Very odd. And we are screwed. It is all tier 9 on this battle, man. We're skunked. We're going to go to the field. Who cares? Let them do whatever they want. We're going to lose anyway.
I might be better staying in the city because all those tier 9 mediums up there are...
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I just feel like there's nowhere to get hull down here. Oh my gosh.
Don't go out there.
Nope. That's why I was side scraping it a bit. Oh my gosh. Well, our guys all pushed. That might work, actually. Looks like their tank destroyers are all in town. It's kind of odd, but I guess where are you going to go on this map, right? I'm looking. See what I can see. Nothing. Carnarvon just showed up. I think we're getting too extended here. These guys are pushing up pretty hard, and I think it's not going to pay off.
I can't believe I hit him.
Nice. Big hit. Looks like. Unless you hit him with somebody else at the same time.
2 of us hit, but I set him on fire.
Nice. Look good. Keep these guys on the run. Uh-oh, Patton. He knew I was there. Dang it.
Enemy armor is hit.
My one measly hit. There goes the 110 damage that I'll probably get the entire game.
Is he behind something?
Who? 54?
T-54?
No, he's just lucky, I guess. Are you shooting and getting nothing? He's behind a building now. Okay, they fell back. That's good. What are we dealing with here? I got a Carnarvon. He's done. Wow. Surprisingly, we took the city. Well, they took the city. I just kind of went, oh, the Carnarvon got behind us. I'm going to try to help this T-54. Of course, hopefully he'll stay and help me. It looks like he's going to go around the building, so that's good. It's a good team. That's definitely what this is. Nice. Good kill, Mr. Mean. T-30.
Microphone activated.
T-30 was ready to take a blast on me. How long is his reload on that gun? He's got the big gun.
Depends on the big gun.
Yeah.
Close to 20 seconds. Depends on his crew and stuff.
Let's get him. Push him. How much health you got? I'll push him.
Yeah, hide behind me, little boy.
Little man. Little American tank man. Penetration.
I'll take the baddies away.
You take him away. I'm scared. Well, we finally had a glorious victory. Why? Because we didn't take 2 A45s.
We had a pretty decent team, too.
Yeah, we did. Coattails, my friend. Coattails. All right, so for me...
I think the A45 is good in its own tier, but
Yeah.
once you go up into 8s and especially 9s, then forget about it.
Yeah, and even then, you know, I mean, yeah, I guess on its own tier, it's not bad. It's going to take me, I think, you know, a big part of my problem is I just have not found my rhythm with this tank. And even after I've been playing, like, I'm warmed up today for sure. I've played a ton. I played a ton with Seth earlier today. I played with you guys doing the T43 or T34-3 first look. I've probably played 20 games, 25 games, so I'm not like I'm coming into this cold. This is like after I've been playing for hours, I still can't make this tank work. Now 2,700, we've been lucky with 2 of the battles with the wins, but we've also seen what happens when sometimes you're just not lucky and you get crushed. So anyway, do I recommend this tank?
The T29, the Tiger, and such are all in the same tier.
Yes. Yeah, when you think about that, like, which would you rather be in?
I take the Tiger over that.
Absolutely. I'd take the Tiger. I'd take the T29. Heck, I would take the AMX45. I had a great rate I had a great time in the A45 actually, not the A45, the M4 1945. Then the French one. Most people hate that tank, and that thing worked for me. But this tank, for whatever reason, I think, like you said, the gun is part of the problem. It's not that it's a bad gun, but on its tier, it needs something more. It needs just something a little bit more to make the tank fun to play. Otherwise, it just ends up being frustrating. However, at $29, it's pretty cheap. So, with gold.
I don't know. Kind of iffy unless you're getting other things with it.
Mark's going to call you on the phone? Okay, Seth. I'm sorry, Mr. Mean. What did you say?
At $29 is kind of iffy for the tank, unless you're getting something else with it.
You get 1,300 gold. So, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, it really... A lot of people regret buying this tank,
To me, it's like a $15, $18 tank.
Yeah, it's just... and it's sad because that's what the Tier 6 Tiger, the Japanese Tiger is. And I would rather play that tank. I really like the Japanese Tiger. But, this tank, for whatever reason, doesn't work for me. The T40 doesn't work for me. Both of these tanks I really struggle with. I don't know. I guess it's just going to take time, but it's one of those tanks that unless you're a really good player, I think you're going to struggle with it. Or if you spend a lot of time with the British heavies, because they're all kind of similar to this. So, if you're used to that play style, you probably can rock this thing. But for me, I just don't get it. So anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for joining me, Mr. Mean. You guys have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see all of y'all on the battlefield. Bye.